Good evening, one and all. Can you hear me? Okay, thank you. Yesterday, many of the second CSC students absent. I don't know the reason. Okay, still we have 2 minutes. We'll start the class in 2 minutes. Many of the students are not following at proper time. Even apart from the syllabus, I think secondary, third year, and final year students are also there. But first year CSC students are joining very late. Anyway, now the time is 5:30. I will start the class because many of the students are having examination. I will complete the class by 6:30. So very good evening, one and all. Yesterday I have given an assignment regarding using map function and filter function. Okay, so I have given an assignment. One of the students submitted from third CSC. So write a Python program to find the squares of even numbers from 1 to 20 using map as well as list comprehension. This is the question I have given. So it's very easy actually. The topic is here. First we have to find out the squares of the even numbers from 1 to 20. So the topic is here that you have to write an expression. You have to write an expression. Let me take drawing tools. So here she is taking like map lambda. So lambda is an anonymous function, you know already. So which is the keyword used to create an anonymous function. That means you cannot define a function with using def keyword. Okay, but you can write the body like with expression. Like for example, it is a parameter. It is like expression return of x into 2, like x to the power of 2. Like okay. So this is the way you should think. Okay, so that's the reason. That means the function, this is the body, and here it is an argument. So in that same way it will work. Okay, so yesterday day before yesterday we have already discussed about lambda function anyway. And coming to the concept here, she has given range 2 comma 21 comma 2. So you know already what is the range function. Range is a predefined function which starts from 2. So why it is giving 21? Because I have asked from 1 to 20. You know the even number starts from 2. So you have to give 2 only directly. Okay. And the range should be up to 20. I have asked 20. That means you have to give 21, because 21 minus 1 it will take. You know already. And range function takes the step size also, one of the parameter that is called. So it will be incremented 2 plus 2. That means whenever the first 2 power 2 will be printed, I asked about the even numbers only. So after 2 power 2, that means 4 will be printed. This is the power operator, you know already. Now we are printing the list with m. Why I am giving list? Without giving list, you are giving a map object value. Okay, so we do not require the map object value. Map is a one of the object. Okay, so here you have to print the elements using list or tuple, whatever it may be. Okay, you need to give the intervals. Okay. uh, mm, okay, so some student is asking doubt. So you're giving with different variable, Naveen. Is it executing? Can you please confirm once? Okay, so meanwhile he will respond. He is not responding now. So anyway, let me complete the task. So this is the uh, only logic for finding the 1 to 20 numbers. So even numbers powers. Okay, that means 2 square, 4 square, 6 square, like that. Okay, so let me run this code first. Take some time. Please wait. Yeah, none means it is not executing, Naveen. So we will discuss later. Okay, so that means none means whenever you are giving a wrong condition, we will get none. So if it is print nothing is there, if I am giving s equal to none, empty. For example, if I am giving 1 minute, I will check, no problem. Please wait for a moment. So using map here it is getting like 4, 16, 36. So up to 20 squares. So only even number squares are performing here. Okay, only even number squares are performed here. So let me same program, it can be done using list comprehension also. So this is the logic. Okay, so here she is using like a for loop for I in range of 22 comma 21 comma 2. That means this is the inner for loop body. Okay, so you know that this is the, so this is the for loop body actually. So whenever I value is 2, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 2 means 4 will be printed in the list format. Okay, that's the reason she is taking like a square box. Okay, so then again it will be incremented based on the 2 here you given. Okay, so next it will be 4. So 4 to the power of 2, that is 16. So 16 will be printed. So let me execute in this way also. It is taking a lot of time. Spider is not responding. So, anyway, I'll click on 1 minute. Okay, so it is getting the same output, you can see here. Okay, so we will get the same output. Okay, so I added one line here, I had removed here. That's the reason it is getting in a different order. So but both the numbers are same, you can check, no problem. And coming to the next question. So before going to the next question, some student is asking one doubt. So let me explain this. So 1 minute, Naveen, I will copy 1 minute. So these are the various easy methods, because without using loops also you can explain in this way. Because whenever you are telling this in interview point of view, they may definitely they will appreciate you. Okay, so that's the reason I'm telling guys. Okay, so it is not in a proper indent, Naveen. So once tell me which indent you are asking. Okay, so tell me, no problem. Is it okay? Is it okay? Okay, this is your question, right? Okay, you are giving what the value here. So you are giving x modulus 2. Oh, what x modulus 2? X modulus 2 is condition. You cannot use the condition in map. Okay, I have already explained, right? That means you are giving z function in this. Okay, let me explain. 1 minute, let me check it first. Here you can give a list map and z. So in the body you have given x modulus 2 equal to 0. Return x to the power of 2. What is getting? So it is getting none. So that means it is checking for all the numbers from 2 to 21. So if it is not getting any value, it is returning none. So that means, for example, it is started from 2. So after range function takes the 3 value, you are giving 2 comma 21. Okay, that means it will check whether 3 modulus 2 equal to 0. So condition is false means it is not returning anything, that's why it is getting none. If you are giving like a just give else or you can give put like break. Okay, so it will works, I think so. Okay, once check Naveen. So the next question, what I have given to you. Yeah, because there is no else statement, Naveen. So that's the reason it is checking for all the numbers. You are giving a loop from 2. You're giving loop from 1 minute. Let me explain. Here 1 minute, just give the values from 2 comma 21 comma 2. Okay, let me run this program again. You will get the correct output. That is the problem. So okay, that is your problem, because you are giving like 2 comma 21. It is checking for all the numbers. Okay, so if you just giving the 2, that will work perfectly. Okay, so the program is absolutely correct. Okay, but you are just not doing the 2 here. That's the reason it is getting error, Naveen. Okay, and write a program Python to find the odd numbers from 1 to 50 using filter function as well as list comprehension. That is the next question I have given to you. So here you have to give a conditional statement. That means conditional statements means you have to use filter function. Okay, so I have given a with the filter function also in the question itself, but actually I don't need to give, but you will do if you're thinking like if you're using a loop or if you're using like a condition statement, you will do like that. That's the reason only I have given a question like that. Okay, so anyway, I have explained earlier yesterday also. Let me copy the code. So thank you, Yashashwini. So very good representation, very good presentation actually. So let me take this. So this is the next question I have given. So this is the question is 1 to 50 numbers. Find the odd numbers from 1 to 50. Okay. So here the condition you know already. So here you have to give range of 1 comma 50. Here I will today I would like to explain some concepts regarding to filter, map, and reduce also. So please don't forget about filter and map. You have to answer the questions regarding this. Okay. So please guys. So if you are not familiar with this, just listen now itself. Okay. So filter function takes the parameters. One is the function. That means function is nothing but here you can use anonymous function also, and that means you can give normal function also, but means you can reduce the code if you are giving an anonymous function. That's the reason I have given like this. Okay, so range of 150 means so here I have given 150 means she has to give 151, right? So I think she missed that. Anyway, 50 is not 50 is not an odd number, so she seems to be like that. But don't give like that, you just give a 51 only. Okay, because it will check up to 50 only. So whenever it will take range of 1, it will take 1. If you're giving range of 50, it will start from 0, so we cannot require 0. That's the reason she started from 1 itself. So it will check 1 modulus to not equal to 0. You know the condition. If you know the any odd number, you have to divisible by 2, then it will get the remainder as 0, then it is called as even number. If it is not divisible by 2, then it will return the 1 or nothing else. Okay, it's not written 0. That means whatever it may be, it returns. Okay, so then it is called as a odd number. You know that. Okay, so according to that rule, I am giving x modulus to not equal to 0. That means here it executes 1 modulus to not equal to 0. The condition is true. Then 1 will be printed. Okay, so list of f is given. F is a variable here. So now after that, so it will increment it to 2. So after increment to 2 modulus to not equal to 0, condition is false, because 2 modulus 2 is 0 only. Okay, you know that already. So that's the reason 2 will not be printed, guys. Okay, so let me run it, guys. So you will get 1, 3, 5, 7 line like that. You will get up to 49, because again range starts from 1, 2, and 3. 3 modulus to not equal to 0 condition is true, because 3 modulus 2 is 1. So 3 will be printed like this. Okay. So these are the various very good examples actually. So please note down whenever those who are preparing for interview point of view. So please practice this course, because you may confuse whenever we have to use like this, because for looper you are very familiar with for loops and all, because in every programming languages like C and Java we have how to declare a for loop and how to declare while loop. Even while loop conditions are almost similar in C language and Python also, in Java also. Okay, but somewhat difference from only for loop is only the different concept. Okay, so you know that, guys. So anyway, let me explain the list comprehension, the same question. Let me remove this comment. So here I will get the I in I. So I for I in range of 1 comma 50 if I modulus to not equal to 0. That means here it will check by using for loop. it will check starts from 1. 1 is modulus 2 equal to 0, 1 not equal to 0. This condition is true, then I will be printed. Then I will be printed. That means I value will be printed. So this is the using list comprehension. Okay. So you can get this value like this 1357. So it will automatically increment it again because 1 comma 51 I have to give. So 151. So then it will get up to 50. Okay. So these are the yesterday's assignment questions. So almost 10 minutes completed. So let me move to the today's topic because yesterday we have yeah, that is also good, Vinesh. Let me copy this. You just give 51. So I will copy this. So anyway, I think both are same. You're just changing the variable name. This is also works because compared to conditions, you can give like this also. You know already. Because if condition is not necessary actually, okay, you can use with range function also. You can use with range function also. Now, Mr. Vinesh from second CSE send this answer. Okay, this is also one of the way you can do this. Okay, you can get the 1 to 50 odd numbers by using this logic. Okay, so how it will works? Once again, I'm telling for x in range of 1 comma 51, it will take x value as 1. So x will be printed first. X will be printed first. That is 1. Okay. So after that, he is giving step size as 2. Okay. That means it will be incremented 2 times. That means 1 plus 2 is 3. So now x will take the value is 3. So that means it will print 3 is in the range of 51. Now 3 will be printed. So this is the way it will work. Okay. So this is also one of the good way, guys. Now I'm running the program again, so I will get the same output. So these are the various ways to get the output without using loops, because in C language and Java we don't have this facility. So these are called as a higher order functions, and yesterday we have discussed about only 2 functions, that is called a map and another one filter. So today we would like to discuss about the next function is called reduce. This is also a higher order function. This is also a higher order function. Okay. So yes, Monica. Next. But don't confuse, guys. Once again, I'm telling today I will ask some questions with respect to these 3 functions. Okay, please, guys. So hope you follow definitely. Let me close this. Thank you, Ashishini, once again. Next. So okay, today I would like to move to the reduce function. Okay, so reduce is a predefined function in Python, so which is called as a higher order function. Okay, so we have actually basically we have map reduce filter function actually. So and the reduce function is works like it's like a similar concept, similar syntax like a function comma attributes. But don't confuse, guys. I will tell you how to remember these concepts. Okay, after completion of the 3 concepts, I will tell you different examples. So don't worry. Okay. So once again, I told you guys. So map function will be worked based on the expressions, and filter function can be used when we have the conditional statements like Boolean values. That means whenever you are using the conditional statements like greater than, less than, equal to, greater, not equal to, equal to, and all, whatever it may be. Okay. So that might be it will be returning a Boolean value. Then you can consider the part like a filter. Okay. So now coming to the reduce. So when we have to use the reduce function and all. Okay. So before going to the reduce. So I have written one concept here. So these are the only takes iterables and single values. That means here I am taking like it is the name describes applies a given function to the iterables. Iterables are nothing but lists, tuples, and all. Those are called as iterables. Okay. So it can also be worked with the iterables and returns a single value, but it returns only single value. Instead of that, today we will discuss about a map and filter concepts yesterday also. So in that you are getting the collection of values. That means you are getting 1, 3, 9 and all. Okay, but it returns only one value. Remember, guys, it returns only single value. That means that is a cumulative value. Cumulative is value nothing matter. There's a combining one value will be displayed. And unlike the map and filter functions, which are built-in functions, actually map and filter are built-in functions are defined by the Python. But the reduce function is available in func tools. So this is the module we have to import when you run the what happened suddenly? Please wait, guys. Suddenly my internet was dropped. So is it okay, guys? Is my screen visible, guys? Okay, thank you, thank you. Why it was suddenly happened, I don't know. 1 minute. Okay, please wait, guys. 1 minute. Let me give you a feedback link first. Because sometimes it may happen like this. And yesterday from finally CSE, one of the student, Pravalika, told that some mails are getting into the spam. Okay, when I'm sending the mail, so she is telling like that. So please, guys, I would like to do something. So actually, whenever you fill this form, within half an hour, I think almost 7 o'clock or 7:30, you will receive the mail definitely. Okay. So some students are giving that because whenever I'm sending more than 100 people, the mail will be automatically go to the spam sometimes. Okay. So because it will be considered like a spam mails. Okay. So in that region, you can find the material in the spam folder itself. So so you should do one thing, guys. So you just add mail ID into your mailbox. That means you just find the contacts in your mail ID. Okay, so then definitely whatever the mail I am sending to you, so it will not be in a spam folder. Okay, so please add my mail ID into your contacts. Okay, mail contacts I'm telling. Okay, in mail ID also we have contacts page. So you just add, so you will get your mails, you will get my mail ID, you will get whatever the mails I have sent here. So definitely you will receive. Okay, hope you understand, guys. I think I'm not getting any response from you. Is it okay, guys? I'm unable to understand whether you are understanding or not. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought you are not listening my words. So okay, thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay. So let me continue. So now I would like to discuss about the reduce function. So this is the one of the program. Okay. So by using reduce I am giving. So but here reduce is not a so it cannot be directly executed. Okay, so you have to import from functools. This is a predefined module we have. Okay, like math module and operator module. Functools is a predefined module in Python. Okay, so if I'm removing this, okay, if I'm removing this, what will happen? You can check, no problem. Undefined name reduce. I think hope you understand, guys. Okay, that means reduce is the function which is there in the functools module. That's the reason I'm giving from functools import reduce. Okay, so this is the line you know already, because from math import star you are giving like that, means it will import all the functions which are there in the functools, you know already, right? But I required only reduce function. That's the reason I'm giving import from functools import reduce. Okay, here we have two keywords. From is a keyword and import is a keyword. Okay, from means this is a module name. We are extracting that to the our program. We are importing that to the our program. Okay, so that is the reason. So anyway, first of all, I would like to give one question. Before going to that, I would like to explain one diagram. So once see this diagram, if you're taking the list elements, okay, so let me take drawing tools. Here I am taking the drawing tools. So here it is 1 is the element and 2 is the element, 3 is the list element and 4 is the list element. If you are reducing the any operation with the addition operation, it works like first it will check 1, 2 will be added. That means addition will be performed by using the first two elements. After the whatever the element you are getting, that is 3, it will be added to the next digit, that is 3 plus 3. Then it is 6. And after that this value will be iterated. That means this value will be incremented to 4. That means 6 plus 4 it will be the value is 10. So this is the way reduce function will works. Okay, now I will explain to the I will explain the program. It is taking a lot of time, Spider. Please wait guys. Okay, you see it is getting 10. How it is getting 10? I would like to tell you now. Okay, here I am giving from functors import reduce. So why I have given, I already explained just now. It will execute this fifth line onwards. Print reduce of add of comma, that means add is a function name. Add is a function name. According to the syntax of reduce, you can give function name comma iterable. Iterables are nothing elements. Okay, 3, 4. So for example, if you would like to add multiple elements, for example, I am adding the sum of n numbers. Okay, sum of n numbers means, for example, I would like to perform sum of 10 numbers. For example, I am doing sum of 10 numbers. What, can you please tell me what is the sum of 10 numbers? How much? Can you please tell me what is the sum of 10 numbers? Anyone, guys? It's very easy. You know that formula, right? You know the formula n into n plus 1 by 2. I think my voice is getting slow, or whether internet is slow, but I'm getting the responses very slowly. It is almost only 3 responses I have received just now. So if you're giving, I'm asking that if you're adding 1 to 10 numbers, what value I will get? That is the question I'm asking, guys. Harshini, that is wrong answer. Yes, Vishnu, that is correct answer. Why are so dull, guys? Why are so dull? Okay, so the 55 is the answer, correct? Okay, that means you have the formula n into n plus 1 by 2. You know that already, right? So that means 10 into 10 plus 1 by 2, 10 into 11 by 2. That means 2 tens are 5, 5 11s are 55. In that way also you can easily find out. Okay, you don't need to use the pen and paper also. Okay, so anyway, that means, for example, if I would like to add 1 to 10 numbers, you don't need to give 1 to 10 directly. You can use the range function. That's all. You can use the range function. That is also good thing here. Okay, you can directly use range function, like range of 1 comma 11, range of 1 comma 11. It will get the value 55. Okay, so what the function I am telling, first of all, it will take 1 2 3 4. That means here I am taking only xy. That means at a time it will take only 2 arguments. Okay, for example, if I am taking 1 as x and y as 2, then it will calculate return x plus y. That means what is the value it will return? It will return 3. Then it will take 3 comma 3. Then it will take 3 comma 3. Okay, so that means it will take the next 3 numbers, like 2 3 comma 3. So that's the reason I have given a diagram to you. So 3 comma 3, that means again 3 will be stored in x and 3 will be stored in y. Now it will return 3 plus 3, that is 6. So whenever 6 is completed, it returns 6 comma 4 now. That means 6 comma 4 means now x value is 6 and y value is 4. 6 plus 4 returns 10. That means it will return the printed 10. So that's why I'm getting 10 value. Okay, so this is the way I perform the sum of n numbers. I'm just adding 1 2 3 4 here. So you can do directly also without using 1 2 3 4. You can directly give range function also. Okay, so for example, I'm just writing out 1 minute. Okay, so the same program we have imported. So whenever we have one, so it is importing it, just using add range of 1 comma 11. Okay, so x plus y I'm giving. I am removing this code anyway. I'm just removing this code. Now I'm running the program. Just now you told 1 to 10 numbers addition is 55. The answer is 55. So here it can be used in this way. Okay, so you can use the reduce function like this way. So that means it will get the cumulative value. It will get only one value. Earlier in filter and map function, we have displayed a collection of values. Okay, but here it returns only one value. Remember, guys, remember, it reduce means it returns only one value. Okay, so that means you can, for example, if you want to perform sum of n numbers using for loop or while loop, you need to add at least 5 to 6 lines. Okay, but it can be done in 3 4 lines itself, but it can very easily, and we will have another code also, don't worry. Let me explain. So by using, for example, by using lambda function, it can be written only within single line. We can do this. Okay, but I'm telling a lot of examples. Okay, so but actually the Python scientist, you know already, one Rasam. Okay, so he is not preferring the reduce method because it maybe sometimes it will be used, but instead of reduce, it will be for loop is better. He is telling like that. Okay, so you can see the of his opinions in your. I did actually. So very great thing. Okay, that means for example 4 lines, that is 2 lines. That means if you are using while loop or for loop, it can also be done like this. Okay, within 4 or 5 lines. So that's not a good at all. So he is giving that feedback also in one of the website I have studied. Okay, and for example I am using reduce method. Okay, so by using single line, by using lambda function, I am writing here. This is the same logic by using reduce also. Okay, and we are using lambda function. So let me explain this. It will take range of 1 comma 11, and here it will take 2 parameters x plus y. That means it will take first 1 2 as the arguments. So 1 2, it will take first 1 and 2, it will add 1 plus 2, then it will take 3, and 3 will be x, and again the next element will be stored in y. That means 3 plus 3 will be 6. In the same way it will works definitely. Okay, it's not a problem at all. Definitely whatever the value, instead of this line, these 2 lines, I am adding only 1 line like lambda. That's all. I'm nothing I have changed. Okay, so because def is a command which you use to define the function, you know already. Okay, so one guess. Okay, so not responding, it is going not responding. 1 minute. Is my screen visible, guys? It is not responding to me. Okay, fine, thank you, thank God. Okay, sometimes it is displaying like this. Okay, because Spider having lot of modules, because Python itself having lot. Whenever you are starting Spider also, it is taking almost 5 to 16 minutes time. You know that, because it Spider includes a lot of library functions, inbuilt library functions we have. So it takes a lot of time actually. So sometimes it is hanging like this. Okay, so let me run this code again. So sum of n numbers. Okay, so it can be done in 1 line itself. So what is the range of higher order function? Very beautiful features in it. Okay, so now I'm getting 55. You can add the message, that's not an issue. Summation is, you can add a message like summation is in print statement. You will get summation is 55. Okay, so whatever the statement you have to add, you can add, guys. Okay, so this is the best features, I think so. So I think, hope you understand what is a reduce function now. Now I would like to ask you some questions. Okay, so before going to that, I would like to do one more example with reduce, because sometimes the students may confuse. So that's the reason I always prefer at least 2 examples. So before, I would like to give a task, and make sure that if I am giving a task to you, so everyone should have pen and book with you, because I will ask some questions to you. Okay, so let me run this code. So this is the program for finding the factorial of a number. Okay, this is the program for finding the factorial of a number. Let me remove this comment first. I will add in some other time, 1 minute. So because the window is not showing correctly exactly. Okay, so you know, guys, how to perform a that means so you already know reduce method returns only one value. For example, if I'm asking the question, write a program to print the factorial of a number, I would like to find the factorial of a number, guys. Okay, you know the logic already. Okay, so for example, if whether 5 factorial means, if I'm giving 5 factorial means, okay, so you, whether it is you can write it in different ways. For example, if I'm writing 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, or some students may written like 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So whatever it may be, the result is only 120, right? So in the same way, for your understanding purpose, I have given a simple example, guys. Okay, so why I am giving this line, you know already. You cannot give import star, you can give directly like import reduce also. That's not a problem at all. So but star means it will import all the modules in our program. Okay, so if I'm just giving import reduce only, but you have to again import functools only. If I'm giving like this, then you have to use reduce. Before reduce, you have to use functools dot, then you need to add like this. Okay, you know already these rules, earlier I have already discussed it, right? So please, I think you are familiar with that. I hope I'm understanding like that. Okay, so now it is telling that number equal to input enter any number. I'm just giving 5 only. Now it will works reduce of lambda x comma y x into y. Okay, range of 1 comma num plus 1. Num plus 1 means it returns 1 comma 6. It returns 1 comma 6. Okay, so for example, it returns 1 comma 6 means, yes Prabhas, that's absolutely okay. So 1 comma 6 means it will iterate from 1 to 5. You know already 1 comma 6 means it will iterate from 1 to 5. That means first it will take the range value, the first two values it will be taking. That means range value starts from 1 to 5 means it will take 1 comma 2 first. So 1 comma 2 will place it to x and y. That means this is x now, this is y now. Okay. Now x into y. 1 into 2 is 1 into 2 is 2. It returns 2. So after 2 returns, range function takes the next parameter as 3. Then 2 comma 3 will be in the process. That means now x value will be 2 and y value will be 3. That means it will take so I just now I told you one diagram. So the diagram explains everything, guys, everything. What is the reduce function meaning? The diagram specifies everything. Okay, so now 2 into 3 is returns 6. So in that way it will calculate up to 5 factorial. You can give not only 5, you can give any number. That's not an issue at all. Okay, let me give like enter a number. I'm giving 5. It is getting 120, so that is good. Okay, so this is the way you perform the reduce function. Okay, if you add the message like factorial of number is like that, you can add this message, then you will get, if you are giving 5 factorial, 10 factorial, whatever it may be, so it will get the message like factorial of the 6c is like that, it will display. Okay, so this is the way you should write a program using reduce. I think, hope you understand what is the reduce and what is the map and what is a filter and all. And let me open the new window. Okay, let me open the new window. And you know already rules. If I'm giving import math, okay, if I'm giving import math and I'm giving like print of math dot factorial, okay, of 5, I'm giving math dot factorial of 5. Here I'm running the code. So you know no module named math. 1 minute, guys. Is it small? Okay, I'm getting 120. Okay, so I'm getting 120. So here you can see math dot factorial I'm giving, so it is getting import math, it is getting 120. So if I'm giving, this is the predefined method we have. Factorial is a predefined method we have. Okay, so here I have to give again math dot. Okay, for example, if you're giving from math, okay, import star, if you're giving like this, you need to add this math dot here. So I'm running the code again, I'm getting 120 again. Okay, I hope you understand, guys. That means so whatever the examples I am discussing here, okay, so here why I am giving from functools import reduce, why I am giving, that is from functools import star means you no need to give functools dot reduce here. You no need to give functools dot reduce here. Okay, if you are giving import functools, that is fine, no problem. If you are giving, I'm just giving import functools. Okay, so that is predefined actually. Now I'm running the code. It is getting error. Undefined name reduce. That means you have to understand it. That means again you have to write functools dot. Okay. Then our error is removed. Now I'm running the program. I'm getting the answer. So this is the way you think, guys. This is the way you think. Okay. So let me give you a way. So factorial 5 is 120. Okay. So now it is clear that I think everybody knows that what is the what are the higher order functions. Till now I have discussed. Let me move to the simple task. I will give some tasks. Okay, so this is the diagram just now I explained, guys. So that means whenever without using loops, without using functions also, you can do the programs like factorial functions like this. Okay, in entry point of also it is very better, guys, compared to remaining for and all. Okay, because you know for loop logics are everybody knows. If you are writing in this way, definitely they will like you. Okay, so that's the reason I am telling. And I am telling this, I'm giving a lot of examples with using lambda with filter. That means I am combining all the methods now. I will give a lot of examples and I will tell the first example. Then you have to tell the next examples. Okay, so first I will tell you one example. So now I am telling lambda with filter. Actually, the concepts are completed. These are I am giving additional concepts. Actually, you no need to by heart and you no need to study and all. Okay, so especially second year students, you don't need to study these topics. Okay, I'm just telling for your understanding purpose. I'm giving in examples now. So here I'm giving y equal to filter of lambda x. Okay, let me clear the console. Okay, so see, guys, I'm giving the filter method. So that means here I'm adding the condition. Here I'm adding the condition. So that means here it is a 1, 2, 3, 4. I have taken a list in a tuple. So whether it is taking a tuple or a list, whatever it may be, that's not a problem at all. First it will check 1 greater than equal to 3, condition false. 2 greater than equal to 3, condition false. 3 greater than equal to 3, condition true. Condition true. That means first whenever x is greater than equal to 3, 3 is greater than equal to 3, lambda x colon. That means it is returning for particular value. That means y stores the particular value. That means whatever the value you are giving 3. And after that again it will iterate 4, 4 greater than equal to 3, condition also true. So that means, for example, if I am running this code, I will get 3, 4 because those will be printed here because I am giving the list 3, 4 like this. Yes, yes, Monica, that is absolutely correct. Okay, so I think everybody knows this. Okay, everybody knows this. So how it works? Once again, I am telling 1, 2 conditions are false. 3 greater than equal to 3, condition true. That's the reason y value takes the 3 value. And again it will take 4 greater than equal to 3 also. It will take 4 also. That means it will return 4 also in the list format. Okay. So now I will tell you the example using lambda with filter. This is completed, guys. Now I will tell using filter with map. Okay. Using filter with map. So see, guys, you have to understand very carefully, guys. So please listen. Okay. So because somewhat typical actually, that means interviews cannot be in this complexity level, I think so. Okay, but I am telling for your understanding purpose, I am telling, guys, please. Okay, hope you understand, guys. These are very complex examples. Okay, I know. Once again I am telling, it will return actually lambda and filter. Both functions are given in a single program. Okay, that means here I am giving map lambda and filter lambda. First it will take whatever the value you are taking, 1, 2, 3, 4, lambda x colon 3. It returns, just now we already seen this example. That means it returns 3, 4. It returns 3, 4. So instead of this line, I am removing complete this line. I am adding 3, 4 here. Okay. Is it okay, guys? I think hope you understand now. Can you please tell me what is the output now? Can you please tell me what is the output now? Please, all of you, please. It will return 2 values, guys. It will return true values. Yes, Veni, very good. Soumya, that is wrong answer. Could you please check again? Thank God. So everybody is saying correct answer. Now Soumya, correct answer. So Anita, wrong answer, Anita. Anvita. Okay. Very good, Naveen. Very good, Kiran. Thank you, Ananda. So everybody is understanding the question itself. It is saying that x plus x means it will return 6, 8. So because it will return 6, 8. So once again I am running the code. So it is taking some time. Please wait, guys. Yeah. So whatever you are telling, that is absolutely correct. Now you are understanding what is a map, what is a filter, what is a lambda. Now let me move the next question. I have explained each and everything how it will works in a using map with filter. Just now I explained with filter within map. I am here map within filter. How it will works. Okay. So that means here filter is there in the map. That is called filter within map. Okay. Now I am discussing about map within filter. I don't want to tell the answer. You should do and tell me the answer. Please, guys. Please. I don't want to reveal the answer. But it is somewhat critical. You should think carefully. You should think carefully. Without pen and paper, you can't get the answer. Without pen and paper, you can't get the answer, guys. I got only 3 answers. Very good, Vishnu. Yeah, very good, super. Some students are telling very excellent guys, excellent. I'm very happy, if you are doing in this way, I will tell lot of examples, okay, definitely. Thank you very much guys. Most of the students submitted the answers. I'm very happy. That's the reason I am telling in-depth concepts, everything, okay. And some students are there, in Sachin Sodasu, and you should also respond guys, no problem. I know you are from another college, I know, okay. Sachin, can you please answer? Yeah. Very good guys, very good, thank you, so thank you. Okay, fine. Let me reveal the answer. 468. That is absolutely correct, whatever you are telling. So I think 99.9% students said the correct answer. Okay. So how it is getting? Let me explain. Okay. So first of all, I would like to run the program. Let me run it first. It is taking so much of time. Anyway, I will tell the execution. Then it may. Okay. I will get the answer 468. Okay. Is it okay, guys? Okay. Let me explain, guys. So first of all, it will check how it is getting. I will tell you. It will check 1 plus 1. That means here the map values become 2 comma 2 plus 2. That means 4 comma 3 plus 3. That means one parameter should be there here. Okay. So it will take only one value. So that means 3 plus 3 6 comma 4 plus 4 8. Now you can finish this line. Now it is the list now. Okay. So it will check is 2 greater than equal to 3. Condition false. Next again it will check 4 greater than equal to 3. Condition is true. 4 greater than equal to 3, condition true. That means whenever 4 greater than equal to 3 condition is true, it returns the value C as 4. Okay. So then it will check 6 greater than equal to 3. It is also true. Then it is returns 6. And 8 greater than equal to 3. Condition is true. Then again it returns 8. That is called 468. That's the reason I am getting the 468. And let me move to the next example. Using map and filter within reduce. So now I am using. So if you tell this answer exactly correct answer, I will leave this topic and I will move to the next concept, guys. Okay. So please tell me and very carefully you should answer. Okay. Very carefully, please. And let me write this here. I think it is not, space is also not sufficient here. So let me wait, guys. Please wait for a moment. I will open notepad anyway. Okay, so this is the question and I would like to increase the font. Oh, why it is taking almost not responding every time. Okay, so please tell me the answer exactly. Excellent, Dilip, excellent. Even though you are an easy student, super. Yashashwini, excellent. That is absolutely correct answer. Navya, super. Second CSC, you only responded the first time. B9 Priyanka also. Very good. Pravalika, super. And Jinuri Achena, good. Bandaru and Sushma. Sushma, you are absent yesterday. You only 1 minute you listen the class. Okay, so 23 Soumya. Prasad sir, super sir. Excellent. That is the correct answer. And now everybody understanding correct answer. Harshni, that is the wrong answer. Please check properly. And okay, no problem. Sushma, take care about your health. Okay. So Satya Shanti and very good. Very good. All are responding. Thank you, guys. Thank you, boys and girls. So Ambika, Varnika, Vinesh. So I want to see you all very soon. Thank you. So okay, Harika, fine. So the answer is exactly 14. Okay, the answer is exactly 14. So this is the last example. So I'm very happy now. So now let me explain how it will works. But let me run this here first. How I am getting 14, I will tell you guys. Okay, it is not returning anything. Okay, no problem. I will move to the notepad. Okay. So first it will check inner function. That means first it will check filter this condition. Okay. 1 greater than equal to 3, condition false. 2 greater than equal to 3, condition false. 3 greater than equal to 3, condition true. It returns 3. Okay. And 4 greater than equal to 3, it returns 4. So it will remove now. It will remove now. Now it will work with map. 3 plus 3, that is 6. Comma. 4 plus 4, that means x plus x is the formula, 8. Then, so it will shift to the reduce method. Map is completed now. So you know already reduce method always returns only one value. Here I am taking xy, x plus y. Okay. So here you are giving only x plus x. Here you are giving only x only. But here you are giving two arguments. Okay. Because these are not into the single value. So that's the reason it is taking xy, x plus y. It is x now, it is y now. So 6 plus 8, 14. That is the answer is 14. So absolutely that is the correct answer now. So this concept is completed, and I would like to tell you one more thing, guys. Actually, in many of the websites, because you know that I am not following any textbook. Okay. So we are having biggest repositories. Some Google is the biggest repository, and YouTube is the biggest repository. Okay. We have a lot of concepts. Okay. We will know definitely whatever the concept we want to search. So my repository is always internet only. My source of knowledge is only internet. That's all. Okay. I'm not studying a lot of books like Pawan Kalyan. Okay. So I'm just doing the things with the internet only. Okay. So in some internet websites, sorted function is also there under the higher order function. They mentioned like that. But most of the websites, 99% websites are telling that only 3 functions are a category of higher order functions. And they explained only those higher order functions, that is map, filter and reduce. But some websites, they mentioned sorted function is also under the category of higher order functions. So anyway, I don't want to skip anything, okay, because I want to cover everything, whatever the concepts we have. Okay, I would like to cover each and everything. Okay, because whatever the concepts, okay, so discovered by Mr. Wasam, I have to cover all the concepts. Okay, if God have given that permission. Okay, so up to what extent we have. Okay, so up to the online classes we have, I don't know. Even from November month also, you don't have any exams, you can enjoy. Okay, from especially second series students, there is no slot for exam. So up to November. So yesterday midnight they revealed the timetables. I have forwarded in group also. So how far it will take, okay, I don't know. So but we are doing a lot of efforts, guys. So please prepare well. Okay, so let me cover the sorted function in Python. It's very easy, guys. Sorted. Okay, so I think what is a sorting meaning? Okay, so in data structures, this is the one of the unit actually. We have a lot of concepts with sorting, like bubble sort and selection sort, heap sort and merge sort. Everybody knows that. Okay, those are very important in especially interview point of view also. I always used to tell one program, guys. For example, in most of the company's examination, I have seen that one question. So in which sorting technique adjacent elements will be compared each other? So this is a very important bit, especially in placement point of view. Can anybody answer? We have a lot of functions. We have a lot of sorting techniques. Which sorting technique can be? Yes, very good, Vishnu. Excellent. Okay. So Dilip, that is absolutely, even though you're easy student, you're telling the answer exactly. I am telling the question, which sorting technique? Okay. I'm asking the sorting technique. Okay. Which sorting technique is, okay, comparing the adjacent elements each other when you're giving sorting. Okay, so this is the question I'm giving. Only 3 students responded. What happened, guys? Data structures is very easy subject. Actually, I have to tell you one concept, guys. So in 2-1, you have all the important concepts. For example, SE. So in interview point of view, they will ask questions like, what is the life cycle? What is the STLC? What is the software development life cycle? What are the waterfall models? Okay, they will ask so many questions with respect to testing. What is meant by white box testing? What is meant by black box testing? and you have CPP subject, we have data structure subject, we have Python subject, what not. These are all the subjects are very useful. Okay, so but many of the students are not answering, guys. I'm once again I'm asking, which sorting technique will be useful? Which sorting technique will be? Check the adjacent elements each other. Adjacent elements means, yes, that is the correct answer, bubble sort. Okay, that is very important bit. You can, because whenever you just Google it also, okay, it's very important bit. Okay, that means you can know, lot of the sorting techniques we have. I think most of 7 types are there, and compared to all bubbles, compared to all heap sort and merge sort and quick sort are the best, I think so. Okay, according to my knowledge, quick sort is the best first of all, and merge sort and heap sort also good. Okay, so anyway, bubble sort, of course, it is easy, but it is very taking time consuming, because whenever you are, why it is named as a bubble sort. So you know that usually we are just like, for example, in movies you can see that or any children some they are using like some water balloons like this. If they are using like that, the bubble will be whenever it is bloom, that means whenever we are getting big bloom, so it will be the expired immediately, definitely. Okay, in the same way, whenever we have the last element in the sorting techniques, that element will be bubbled last. That means that maximum element will be moving to the last part. That is the reason it is getting like bubble sort name. Okay, anyway, we will discuss actually. Okay, so because, so according to our syllabus, that concept is not there, but I will tell you definitely. Okay, so but here that means whenever you're doing like sorting techniques and all in C language and Java, we don't have the predefined functions. Okay, whenever if you're giving like string sorting and all, whatever it may be. So but Python having the flexibility to define the predefined function. That means sorted is one of the predefined function. You can sort the elements. Sorting means either in ascending order or descending order, whatever it may be you want. Okay, so basically the syntax, it takes the iterables only. Iterables means you know already. Iterables means it will take the list elements or set elements or tuple elements or whatever it may be. Okay, so key equal to none, reverse equal to false. If I'm telling the syntax about this, you may forget what is this key, what is the reverse. You don't understand. I will tell with examples. Don't worry, guys. Okay. So once again, I am telling that here parameters are taking like 3 parameters, but basically remaining 2 are optional. But iterables are the only first, that is mandatory parameter in sorted method. Okay, sorted function. Okay, not method. So a sequence, string, tuple, list, or collection set, dictionary, floating sets, or any other iterator is called as a iterable. That means sorted method can be used, applied on the those parameters. Okay, let me copy this code. It is very easy, guys. So actually in bubble sort and all, okay, we are doing a lot of examples with respect to, that means sorting techniques. We have logic, almost 10 to 15 lines of code. Okay, here so Python having inbuilt features like inbuilt functions like sorted. Sir, why it is useful with the, if you are having built-in functions? I will tell you real-time example, guys. Okay, if I am doing one of the website I'm maintaining. Okay, so for example, so I think yesterday or today itself, I think ESET results, AP ESET results released by government of Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so our diploma student got the state second rank. Okay, Mr. Hemant, I think his name. Okay, so actually whenever Telangana state is conducting the ESET exam, he got third rank actually. In AP ESET examination, he got state second rank. The ESET is a entrance, you know already. Whoever passed ESET examination, okay, so they will be in the second year. That means they will study with you all. Okay, so they are become the lateral entry students. Okay, I think most of the students here, some 3 students are also listening our class every day, Lakshmi and all. Okay, I think you may got results. I think so. I think you got ranks. Congratulations. Okay, so you know already, right? That means, for example, if I am maintaining a website like a ESET examination website, how they will know that whether he is getting a second rank or third rank, whatever it may be, for example, because not only single or 2 persons are not doing the exam. Okay, almost more than 5 lakh students may written the exam, right? You know already. So how to sort, for example, in that website they will give you mocks and all. Okay, so they will give you mocks and all. So how we will get the ranks? That means based on the uh, marks and based on the category, and they will decide which rank student belongs to which category. That means he will announce the results like that. Okay, So if they are maintaining the websites in that, okay, by using a sort method, you can display directly. That means the built-in function can be used in that way. That means if you're having the built-in functions, that will be very useful, guys. Okay, if I'm doing the same program with C language and Java, if I'm maintaining that website, I need to write the code for sorting again. That is very large. That means even though 5 lines, 66 lines are there, whatever it may be, it can be done in single line itself. It is very easy, guys. Okay, so that's the reason I'm telling you. So now Python having the flexibility of sorted method. Let me explain this. Let me run this example now. So here I am taking the list elements 2, 8, 1, 4, 6, 3, 7. It is not in a proper order, you know already, right? So here, after sorting, the list is, okay, here it is the predefined method sorted of x, okay, sorted function, okay, sorted of x. It is getting the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, okay. So it will be in the order only, but so for just I'm maintaining this proper alignment, it is getting like this, okay. I think if you are able to see now, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 like this, okay. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 7, 8. I'm not giving 5 elements, fifth element, okay. It is getting like this, okay. Next, so reverse sort. So just now I told sorted function takes the 3 parameters. So one is the key, another one is the reverse also. So apart from iterables, it takes 2 parameters, okay. Sorted of x comma reverse equal to true. If I'm taking reverse equal to true, okay, the elements will be printed reverse order. Okay, this is very easy, guys, actually. Okay, the elements can be reversed in reverse order. The elements can be displayed in reverse order. Okay, here I'm taking a list. You can take anything, not a tuple. You can say dictionary, whatever it may be. That's not an issue at all. And original list not modified. For example, if you're using sorted of x means, so this method will be this function will be applicable in that line. If I'm giving print x here, the elements will be printed as it is. That means the original list not modified. Just that's the reason I'm telling, guys. Okay, so you understand, like sorted of x means this list will not be converted. Why it is always stopping? My internet one connection was dropped just now. Sorry, guys. Is it okay now? Is it okay? Is my screen visible, guys? Please respond. Yeah, fine. Thank you. Anyway, let me give a feedback form again. Okay, I'm sending the feedback form. After completion of the class, please fill the form. Anyway, within 5 minutes, I will conclude. Don't worry. So it is getting like 1, 2, 8, 1, 4, 6, 3, 7 like this. Okay. So this is the purpose of sorted method. If you're giving the elements 2 times, for example, if I'm giving 8 2 times, okay. So that means it can be appear 2 times. That's all. That's not an issue at all. Okay. That means element will be repeated 2 times. That's all. Okay. So I'm getting 8 8 like this. So I'm getting 8 8 in the last line. Okay. So you can take any elements, not only 2 3. You can take 25, 26, whatever it may be. You can take. Okay. So this is the one of the excellent feature we have. So that is nothing but the sorted method. Okay, sorted function. Okay. So then I'm moving to the custom sorting using the key parameter. You know, so just now I told that we have 2 parameters extra. That is optional actually. If you are using a key parameter, what will happen? I will explain with the example. And just now I told it can be worked with any attributes. Okay, I already told you. You know that list is a collection of elements of different data types. So tuple is a collection of elements of different data types. You know already. Okay, so that for that reason I am taking L equal to, that is list actually. I am taking strings now. Kumar Python class Java I am giving like this. Okay, so normal sort. For example, I am giving normal sorting only. Sorted of L. That means which come first actually. So here normal sort means I am giving Kumar Python class Java. So according to string syntax, okay, alphabetical order only, it will take class will be the first class. Okay, after that you can take Java, then you can get Kumar. Okay? After that you can get Python. Okay, so let me run this code first. So I'm getting class, I'm getting Java, next I'm getting Kumar, I'm getting Python according to the alphabetical order. If I'm giving two words with the same, for example, I'm giving 1 minute. Let me check with um, instead of Java, I'm giving for example, if I'm giving like cat, okay. So which comes first, either cat or class? Which comes first, either cat or class? Yes, very good, very good. I hope you understand, guys. Now, thank you very much for your response. Okay, cat. So cat is the answer now. So let me run this code. So now I'm getting cat. Okay, so if you see the sorting with len, so what is this sorting with len? So that means this sorting can be done based on the length we have. That means, for example, if you're observing this length, okay, so cat is a 3-letter word, so it will come first. After that, Kumar and class we have actually, so both are 5-letter word, but according to the list we have given in the order, the Kumar is the first element. Okay, so it will get Kumar because there are 5-letter words are there, two words are there, so that's the reason Kumar will be getting first and class will be getting next. And Python is the 6-letter word. If I am giving class before the Kumar, okay, let me give it like this. Okay, now I will come after cat, I am getting the class instead of Kumar. Okay, let me run this code again. So cat, class, Kumar, Python. Okay, it is getting like this. Okay, one more thing I would like to ask you guys, if I am giving capital CAT here, okay, if I am giving capital class here, okay, so I am giving Kumar, Python, CAT small letters only. Now which one is the minimum string here? Can you please tell me, guys? Yes, very good. So everybody is responding. Thank you, Priyanka. Yes. Not cat. Still some students are saying that cat. It's not cat, it's a class, because you know the rules of ASCII. Whenever the strings having the both the like capital letters and small letters are there in your string, it will check based on the ASCII values. According to the ASCII values, capital letters ASCII values are less compared to the smaller alphabets. For example, capital ASCII value is 65, small ASCII value is 97. So it will get the class as a first. Okay, not cat. So it is getting class, it is getting cat. Okay, I hope you understand now. So sorted can be it can be done very easily, guys. Whenever I'm maintaining a good website like the just now I told you examples of real-time example like AP, VSET like that. Okay, so definitely we will find out the ranks, which ranks is the best rankers. Okay, if I would like to find out in that way, I'm just using this method. That would be very easy. If I'm doing the same program, if I'm doing the same website with Java, I have to write the logic like bubble sort or whatever it may be. You can take anything example. Okay, so even in Excel is also there the sorting technique, you know, guys. Okay, Excel is one of the wonderful programming techniques. Actually, we have MS Excel, you know already. Okay, so how Python is not having that facility? That's the reason Python having all the facility. So sorted is also acts like a method. So now you can understand, right, what are the various parameters are there. Sorted it takes 3 parameters. Once again I'm telling, sorted takes 3 parameters. Okay, so but these two are optional. So if your key equal to none actually, so key is none actually. So if you're giving key equal to true, then means key equal to none means key will not be there actually. If you're giving key equal to len, then based on the length it will be displayed. Reverse equal to false by default. If I am giving reverse equal to true, then it will get the automatically so reverse order. Okay, this is the sorted function in Python. Okay, and actually I have to compare with different examples. Anyway, I will continue tomorrow. Okay, because almost 7 minutes left. Okay, so almost 7 minutes come crossed. Okay, so thank you guys. I will send the material. Please fill the form. Stay home, stay safe. If you have any doubts, I will be here within 5 minutes. You can ask any doubts, guys. Okay, and Naveen, if you have still any doubts, so after tomorrow I will do, Monica. Yes, sure, definitely, Monica. Tomorrow I will do. So some students are suggesting me to conduct the polls in our platform. Okay, so definitely I will do tomorrow. Okay, because sometimes constraints only I am not doing that. So hope you understand, guys. And Naveen, if you have any more doubts, I will be here. My internet connection is also not so good today. Almost 3 times it was happened like this. Sorry, guys. Sometimes it happens like this because we are under the COVID world. So COVID situation, right? So we have to bear everything. So thank you, guys. Thank you, all of you. Nobody is asking doubts. I think everybody is clear. So stay home, stay safe. Bye bye. Take care.